Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our next video, which is kind of backing off of the last few videos that I've posted. We are going to be utilizing our sits, our downs, and our stand behaviors to create an easy indoor workout that your dogs can do. What's even better is if you practice this sitting, standing, or twirling around in a circle, all of it is going to, number one, improve your relationship with your dog. And number two, it's going to improve their focus on you as well as them listening to you in general. Because if your dog only knows a sit command by you holding your or closing your hands across your stomach and saying the word sit, clearly we have some work to do. But if this is the only way your dog knows sit, then it's the only way they will ever know sit. So varying it as much as you can is going to make this game even more fun and even more valuable to them. So for Gus, we are just going to practice our sits, our downs, and our stands. Gus. Yes, good boy. Sit. Yes. Down. Yes. Stand. Yes. Now we're going to rotate how we ask this. Our dogs tend to only know a down command from a sit and then only know a stand command from a down. Therefore, we want to vary it to see if our dog knows, do they really know sit even if they're laying down, or do they really know down if they are standing up? These are all things that seem easy and simple to us, but to our dogs, it can be very complex. And they really don't generalize the commands that we give them to every possible scenario. They learn it in one way, and that is the only way they know it. So, sit. This one Gus has always struggled with. So I'm going to use my lure to help him out. Good. So let's try it again since he offered that down. Gus, sit. His tail is wagging. And so, all right, since his tail was wagging, I could tell he was still thinking. However, he popped onto that hip. Yes. He popped onto that hip, and I knew he was done thinking. This was his final position. Typically, when they roll on that hip, they're not going anywhere. Now, here, stand. Yes, good boy. He definitely thought about going down, but stood in that stand anyways. This is perfect. This is all we're doing is we're practicing our sits, our downs, and our stands. Gus, down. See how he has to move from a sit to a down in order to be able to get into that final position? That's what we're working on. Gus, sit. Yes, good boy. I'm going to jackpot that response, and I'm only going to reward it while he is in that sit. If you haven't heard of jackpot before, jackpot is when you give one treat over and over again, one at a time. This makes it seem free. This makes it seem like the reward is longer, therefore bigger and better. And in our dogs' minds, they think since that reward is so long and big and huge, it's something to remember. And they tend to pick up on what you're teaching them just that little tiny bit quicker. Jackpots are huge when it comes to training. Down. Yes. Oops. Good. Sit. Yes. Stand. Yes. Down. Yes. Now, instead of rewarding every single time, can you reward every other? Stand. Sit. Ooh, that was hard. Stand. Sit. So he's having a struggle, not with the stand, but with the sit. So I'm going to break it down just a little bit, slow him down a bit. Stand. Yes. Sit. Ooh, that's hard. So he's done this 3 times now. That shows me he's really struggling with his sit command. So I'm going to power this up. By that, I'm going to free. Going out. Sit. No. Yes. Free. Sit. Yes. Free. Sit. Yes. Free. Sit. Give him a second to think. Yes. Good boy. Whoops. No. Good. Sit. Good. There's a lot of mechanics right there that I could improve on, but that's way too complicated for this simple video that we are doing today. So I will work on that outside of the video. Right now, we're just really trying to solidify and make our basic commands that much stronger. Free, down, yes. Free. I also noticed that when he was in that sit, he started panting. This is how I know that he might be getting some mental fatigue, maybe even a little bit of fatigue with his body. And so I should think about ending the session shortly after this, especially since he's starting to make more and more mistakes. I should start thinking about ending the session because we want to make sure our dogs are as successful as possible. Now, you can go into the realm of, oh, they should know regardless on if they're tired, and we can add corrections and everything like that. But this is a super, super basic video. So I just want you guys to pay attention to your dog. Notice when they are showing signs of fatigue, which could be panting, it could be unable to listen, pacing, or just blowing you off completely. And that's when you really want to either think about or actively end the session. Let's see if Gus has any more in him. Down. Yes. I'll make it easy on him. Stand. Yes. Sit. Gus. Sit. Yes. Free. Now that's the last one I'll do with him. I clocked in my head how Gus went into that sit and started moving his front legs forward to go into that down. But I got that yes in when his butt hit the ground. That's exactly what we want, and that stopped him from moving into the down. He got it right. He stayed in that position. Also remember your release words. We don't want our dogs blowing us off, and I've probably made the mistake sometime in this video. I'm sure I did. Where I asked for a down and then I started talking to you guys. So he got up and started walking off. I need to make sure, and I want you guys to make sure as well, that if you're not going to be paying 100% attention to your dog, you either need to release them so they do not release themselves, or you need to keep an eye on them and be able to put them back into that down if they get up without being released. Especially for our service dogs, which is what Gus is, it's super, super important that they can hold those positions, especially a down position. Because if you're going out to eat or anything like that, then those are really, really important things that they need to maintain that down. If you guys have any questions or if you're struggling with this, I want you guys to comment down below, message me, email me, schedule a call. We'll go over it together. I hope you guys really do enjoy this game. It's a great game to practice their skills and work them out a little bit as well, all in one game. Finally, I want to invite you guys to my brand new course. It is called Positive Focus, and it is all about teaching your dog to focus on you, ignore those distractions out there. We go over household manners, distractions, reactivity, loose leash walking. There's a whole bunch of stuff that strengthens your relationship with your dog, as well as improving their behavior and their focus on you. Sign up link is down below, and I hope to see you guys in the course. You guys will do fantastic in it. See you guys.